Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Testing audio. Can you hear me okay? Hey, Nerf Herder. Good to see you. Hey, Trooper Oz. Hey, Madison. Thanks for the share. Hello. Audio good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I got a wide variety of various Star Wars things tonight. Some really cool, exciting ones. Some that I think are pretty exciting, but we'll see. Hopefully. So I can go ahead and kind of scan the room so you can kind of take a look. So I have some Funko Pops. I have this cool Star Wars Rebel Squad trucker hat. I have a couple of buyer giveaways at the end. We're going to do this vintage happy birthday card. It is not written in, and it's from 1977. And then I have a For You X-Wing card. I had one of those last week, but I found another one, so I wanted to give it as a giveaway for buyer giveaways. I have a couple other fun giveaways planned. I have a couple other different carded figures this time as well. I have a holographic Yoda from Revenge of the Sith. I have a Plo Koon Revenge of the Sith, Mustafar Sentry, a Yoda, a Kid Fisto, Saiz Tin, holographic Emperor Palpatine, Mon Mothma. I have a Darth Maul carded. I have a Lando Calrissian. I have Spirit Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi. I've got some of these Hallmark itty bitties. I have this sweet Darth Maul tie from 1999, Episode 1, still with the tag on it, never used. Ahsoka Brickhead from Lego. An Ahsoka keychain. A couple other things kind of sprinkled in. Just kind of show the rest of the room real quick. Got some other carded figures over here. I have a fig pin. I have various plush as well, Star Wars related. I have a Grogu shoulder sitter. So for Halloween, if you're going as the Mandalorian, Grogu can sit comfortably on your shoulder. I have this cool pixel Star Wars hat. Some Star Wars goodness over here. Some various action figures from Attack of the Clones. I have a Grief Karga. I have a prototype Stormtrooper, a retro style Darth Vader, Empire Strikes Back. Cool thing about this is it's not punch at the top, but it looks like somebody sat on the card, unfortunately. He's still intact, just the bubble squished. I have these 5-inch Galaxy of Adventure figures. These two here, I think, are part of the box series of figures. They kind of look like this series from Disney. Epic, maybe Epic Hero, or I think they're 5-inch. They have limited articulation, but Captain Phasma and a Darth Vader. These here are Black Series 6-inch. They don't have any weapons except Finn has his blaster. I also have Wicket. I have a trio of Rebel troopers. They're in the shop. I have this clone. He's not lazy, he's just tired. I have these clones here. They would start at 5 each. Whoever buys the first clone, I'll throw in this blaster with it. I have Ezra Bridger, Black Series. Box looks squished though, but he has not been opened. I have a variety of other figures over here. These ones here would start at $4 each. I'm going to sell the set of R2 and 3PO together, starting at $4. I have two accessory packs, bunch of different blasters and weapons. They came with the Han Solo figure from. It had like a blue dice, and it kind of like was trying to advertise some type of new game or something that came out in the mid 2000s. I had it sold the two Han Solos about a month ago, but later as I was looking through things, I found the two packs of blasters. So I was gonna sell those starting at 5 each. Bunch of different weapons. These guys here all laying down would start at 3 each. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I have a whole bucket of figures here that I'm in the process of putting out. A lot of them have their accessories, and they would start at 4. We can go through those shortly. I'll be adding them up here on that white stand as we go. I have another Ronto that was pretty popular last week. I have this Luke Skywalker. I think it was like a deluxe thing in the mid to late 90s. Some sort of like sand skiff thing or something. I have this, I think it's like a OP or something, OPEE maybe, from episode 1. I have this TIE Fighter from 1995. If you purchase this, I'll throw in this little TIE Fighter as well. I have this Star Wars playset. It's where Luke and Leia swing to safety from the mid 90s. It comes with the items you see there. I have some other figures down here. I have some this retro collection with Forlom and Zuckuss. Has not been opened, but the box has some exterior damage. I have some Funko pins. I have an R2-D2 Cheez-It box. But those are the main items I have tonight. Black Series. Oh, this one? Yeah, this is DJ Canto Bite from the Disney sequel trilogy. And then I also have Ezra Bridger. He's a bit smashed, but he has not been opened. And then I have Grief Karga. And then I have these Black Series here that are loose. These ones here would start at 4 each. The figures over here would start for 4 each. The clones and the 3-pack of troopers here would start at 5 each. These figures laying down would start at 3 each. And then the carded ones would start at 5 each. Ezra is in the shop. I think I had 5 on him to start. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 5 to start. No loose Black Series saber, sorry. Well, before we do that, let's start with a giveaway because that's always fun as well. And then we'll run Ezra. Hey, that's great to hear, Madison. Yeah, I was happy to throw in a couple extra stickers for you, and I hope your son enjoyed them. So speaking of stickers, let's start with this. This is 2 sheets of Star Wars, the prequels from 2002. I will send this out to whoever wins for free. Just give me a follow. Hey, Shylon, good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and run that. You'll be giving number 1. And this giveaway is running. So if you want to jump in right there, I'll send this out to whoever wins over the weekend. But it's 2 sheets of Star Wars, the prequel trilogy stickers. Some of them look pretty cool. We'll check back on that in a few minutes. So let's start with Ezra Bridger. I don't know if you've watched the Star Wars Rebel series or the Ahsoka series, but Ezra's kind of an interesting character. I definitely like how he's grown. Maybe at first he was a bit whiny, but he's definitely matured, and can't wait to see him in Ahsoka season 2. This is from Ahsoka, the TV show, Lothal. And the box here is ripped. And it looks like maybe the saber might be indented there from when the box got stepped on, it looks like. But it could be fine. Maybe it's just supposed to be curved. But I just want to call it out so you can see. But he has not been opened, but definitely squished. But I'll start him at 5. I think he's a cool figure. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Ezra's running now. $5 as Ezra Bridger. Be interested to see what role he plays in Ahsoka season 2, and now that he kind of snuck back and met up with Hera. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Titans winning. Titans going to take it for 5. Thank you very much. First purchase. I'll get this out to you over the weekend. I appreciate it. So with that, let's see if there's any interest in sorry, 1 second. Just need to update the quantity here. Click, click, click. Let's go ahead and run this guy real quick. His name is EDAD. EDAD. He was a Force Awakened pilot. Still sealed in the package, not opened. $5 start if there's any interest. Okay. Ewok and Hoth Luke, are they complete? No, they're both as is, no accessories. Happy to run them if you're interested. They'd start at I was gonna start them at 4 each. All right. How about this cool Star Wars trucker hat? It's Star Wars Rebel Squad. Still has a tag. It is from GeekNet. $12. Any interest? Any loose Black Series sabers? No. Can you run a bundle? Which one are you thinking about a bundle? Yeah, I have 2 3 and 1/4 inch Ewoks. I have this one here. He would start at 4. He comes with a little dagger, it looks like, and his headdress. And then this it looks like Wicket with a spear. They would both start at 4. First giveaway ends here in 15 seconds. Once again, this is the giveaway. If you haven't entered, click right up there. Let's see who wins this in 10 seconds. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. And the winner is Titan. Congratulations. This will go out to you over the weekend. I appreciate it. Is the pistols in the loose weapon bag? I don't know, honestly, what weapons are in here. I'm happy to open them and show you. I have not opened them. They came with the Hoth Han Solo figure from like the mid 2000s, maybe late 2000s. I was gonna start it. I'll start it at 4. Okay, Austin, do you want me to open it, or you want to be surprised when you get it if you win? Okay, cool. All right, let me run one real quick. I have 2 of them. Not that I want to cut myself short on bids, but just want to call it out so you see. Actually, let me make a listing for that real quick because the weight of it is almost nothing. 1 second, please. Almost done. Start this at 4. All right, we'll go ahead and run this now. Put 20 seconds on the clock. We have a bag of Star Wars 3 3/4 inch accessories. It looks like there's like a small rifle, a small pistol, another small pistol, a larger rifle with a strap, maybe another rifle as well. But $4 could be yours. Austin's interested. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. All right, Black Series Ewok. I can look at that. Also interested in all the clones in Obi-Wan. Would you bundle them? So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could do 35 for Obi-Wan and the clones. Which Ewoks were you asking for? Someone else is also asking for Ewoks. I would do the Ewoks separate. It looks like there's at least 3 people that are interested in the Ewoks. The Black Series one. Let's see. Anyone interested in him right here? Black Series Wicket, as is loose. All right. Well, if no one else is jumping up and down for it, I'll include him in the bundle. I could do 38 for the bundle. So that would be 2 Obi-Wans, the 1, 2, 3, 5 clones, and Wicket here. Okay. Give me a second. I'll make that listing for you. All right. We have a auction right now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clones, 4 standing, 1 laying down, 2 Obi-Wans, and a 6-inch wicket. $38. Titan is winning. 5 seconds left. Thank you, Titan. I'll get those out to you. Yeah, Austin, I'll run the other one. ENILYKS74. You're interested in the droids and the 2 Ewoks? Yeah, I'll run the other bag of weapons real quick. These are running now. Once again, they came with a Hoth Han Solo figure from the mid to late 2000s, maybe 2015 at the latest, I think. But they have like 5 weapons in there, maybe 6. But they look pretty good. Austin's going to be surprised about what he gets. Thank you, Austin. You're most welcome. Emily, are you still here? Well, let's do a bundle of these 2 real quick. I was going to do these for $4 together. We have a loose R2 and a loose 3PO. Find the listing. Yeah, I'll just do it for $3. $3 for 2 droids. We have 3PO and R2D2. Any interest in probably the 2 most famous droids in Star Wars? Madison's interested. 4 seconds left. R2D2 and C3PO. Thank you, Madison. Any interest in 3 Hoth troopers here? 2 of them have backpacks, 1 does not. But if you're looking to build a Hoth scene, this might be some good cannon fodder. We have winter coming not too far. I'll go ahead and start that. If there's any interest, that's great. If not, we'll move on to something else. $5 for 3 Hoth troopers. Running now. Anybody building a Hoth set that needs some soldiers for the AT-AT to step on? Here you go. $5. All right. Anybody looking for a Yoda? I have 2 different ones here. This one, he's standing on a pedestal. He has some force lightning, a lightsaber. This Yoda is in a chair. And both of those just start at 4 each. And I have a loose Yoda here for 3. I know they're interested in Ewoks. I can run this one. Sure. And this one. So let's do this. Let's do Wicket first. This looks like Wicket. Nub nub. Wicket's running now. $4 start. Very cute. Comes with his little hood and a spear. $4. 15 seconds left. Morty J is winning. Good to see you, Morty. Nub nub. Thanks, Morty. and his friend. I don't know his name, but he comes with his headdress. He has his little horn. He comes with a little dagger. Very cute. Very good shape. Can you run the Clone Wars Corsican Guard? Sure. Hey, G-Pop, good to see you, buddy. We got this Ewok running now. Comes with a dagger, his headdress, and his horn. Only $4. 20 seconds left. Morty's in the lead. Five seconds left. Morty's in the lead. This Ewok is... oh, not almost sold. Not yet. Hey, Hunter. Good to see you. Thanks, Morty. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have some loose and carded. Yep, I can scan the room here in a minute. There is a request for him, I believe. So this is Emperor's Royal Guard. He has his staff. $4 on the Emperor's Royal Guard. Five seconds left. So let me do a scan of the room real quick. So all of the figures laying down here would start at 3 each. So I got some Rebel pilots, got a Mace, Windu, cool looking Obi-Wan, a couple little Annies, loose Yoda, another cool looking Obi-Wan, a few others. This guy's really cool. He is missing one wing though. So if you happen to have an extra wing laying around, he would be perfect for you. If you don't mind him missing a wing, it's a great deal for $3. I have this set of troopers here. They'd be $5. Two of them have backpacks, one does not. These figures up here would be $4 each. Got a couple of Yodas, Gamorrean Guard, Emperor's Royal Guard, Yak Face. I got the mail away Han Solo with his helmet. Queen Amidala. I think his name is Edith something, Jedi. He has a lightsaber hilt, but no lightsaber. Got Zuckuss, or technically Forlom. Reese, a Luke, and Saiz Tin loose. Those would each be 4 each. These Black Series would start at 4 each. They don't have any accessories. However, Finn does have his rifle, but the other ones do not. These ones here, I think, are from the Galaxy of Adventures. They would start at 4 each as well. And the two in the back, I think, are from this boxed line of Star Wars. They have limited articulation, but there's Captain Phasma with her cape and rifle, and then a Vader. Carded figures would start at 5 each. Just kind of scan the room. Got a Grief Karga back there, 6 inch. The rest are 3 3/4. Kind of show you. Some Attack of the Clone figures. I have an Inquisitor hanging out there. A couple other Attack of the Clone figs. I have some Force Awakens, Finn, Ead. I'm not even sure who that is. He had like one little spot in the movie. Nine Numb. Oh, I'm sorry, Constable Zovo. And this is the pilot Asti. Oh, Poe Dameron. I have some figures over here, some from the Star Wars Resistance series. They would start at 5 each as well. These Force Link ones. I have a Star Wars Lego 25th anniversary poly bag of the AAT that would start at 5. I have some Star Wars plush. I have a Grogu shoulder sitter, so if you're going for Mandalorian at Halloween, you can sit on his shoulder. I have this cool 8-bit Star Wars hat with tag from, where's that from? Concept 1. Pretty cool. I have some other carded figures over here. I have old Obi-Wan, or I'm sorry, Ghost Obi-Wan. I have this cool Lando Calrissian, Darth Maul, Mon Mothma, this trucker hat. I have some Funkos, holographic Yoda, Toys R Us exclusive, and a holographic Emperor Palpatine. Got a Plo Koon. I have a Ahsoka keychain. I have a deck of Star Wars playing cards. Boba Fett skateboard from Hot Wheels. Gonna do another giveaway in a minute for this. This will be a giveaway, this little plush Chewbacca. I have this pack of Star Wars Shadows of the Empire cards I originally bought at KB Toys for $1.49. When I opened them, I looked at them and I put them back in here. I'm not even sure what's in there, so I would go ahead and sell this for, I don't know, start for $3 if somebody's interested, but we could take a look at them, or somebody could be surprised. They have been opened, but they were put right back in. These will be the buyer giveaways at the end. I have this cool For You. I had this last week, but I found another one. And then this time I have a happy birthday with R2 and 3PO. I have this cool America Online from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I think I picked that up at a Star Wars Celebration convention. I don't know how much AOL would do anybody these days, but it's kind of a cool little thing that you don't see every day. This cool 3PO pin, Ahsoka brickhead. I have this really cool Darth Maul tie from Episode 1, 1999. Still has this tag, never opened, never used. And then I have a box full of various Star Wars things in here that I haven't taken out yet, but I haven't looked at that stuff in quite some time, so I'm kind of curious of what's in there myself. I have these kind of promo cards. They're 3D Topps cards. I'm going to sell a set of those for $5, and then I'll throw in this promo card for free with that. And then I have over here I have a Ronto. I have this Star Wars, I think it was Luke's from like a deluxe figure. I have this creature here from I think Episode 1. I have a TIE Fighter here from 1995, and I'll throw in this little TIE Fighter for free. I have this swing to safety playset with that Luke and Leia swung to safety in the Death Star, as is, but it looks pretty complete, kind of cool. And I have a whole box of Star Wars figures here that I got to pull out with accessories. Most of them, they would also, if they have accessories, they'd start at $4. If they don't, they'd start at $3. I have some figures down here. DJ from Canto Bight, 6-inch Black Series. Some 12-inch figures, Kylo, Lando, and Han from the Han Solo movie. 2-pack of Zuckuss and 4-LOM. Some Star Wars Funko Pop pins. R2-D2 Cheez-It box. Those are the ones that I got. No more clones in there, unfortunately. I'll probably have more clones next week. 6-inch Luke Hoth. Sure. And Cartoon Network Star Wars. Cartoon Network Star Wars. I mean, I don't know. I don't think these guys are on Cartoon Network. I thought they were Disney Plus, but this is what I got. I got from the Star Wars Resistance show. I'll just kind of show them. So I'm not sure if those are the ones that you were referring to. And I do have these Star Wars epic ones. I have Bo-Katan and I have Grogu. And I have some plush hair, Young Jedi and Kai, Bright Star, and Nubs, the blue one. 2005. Not that I know of. Like figures and stuff. No, not that I know of. I mean, I could pull out the figures and show in a minute. But yeah, I don't think I have any of those. Cool. But yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye out for those. Richard playsets. I have. I don't know if you consider the Ronto a playset, but I got a Ronto. I got this skiff thing that was with the deluxe Luke figure in the mid '90s. Got this creature. I have this 1995 TIE Fighter, and I'll throw in this little TIE Fighter with it. And then I have this playset here where Luke and Leia swung to safety. Six-inch Hoth Luke. Okay, let's take a look at him. Yeah, looks to be in good shape. Just no accessories, unfortunately. But he has his holster for a blaster. Looks like maybe the Wampa didn't get him yet because he doesn't have any damage. Okay, yeah, I can run the playset. And Austin, I don't know if you're still here, but if you look in the shop, I have a Star Wars Episode 1 accessory pack. It has a bunch of weapons from Episode 1. I can show it in a couple minutes. I thought for sure I had that listing. Hold on, I gotta make a quick listing for this, the Black Series guy. Look at that fanciness. 1 second, almost done. Almost done. Almost done. All right, we got Hoth Luke running now. $4. Helps to press the start button. He's running now. Yep, sorry, Hunter. Just took a second to make the listing. Thought for sure I had it. I must not have copied it over from last time. But Luke's looking pretty good. Thank you much. Appreciate it, Hunter. So, Richard, this is what I have for the playset. I was going to start it at 10, but it looks like it has the rope thing that they swung on. I don't think these two rocket things go with it, but I'll throw it in. Has this stand up here, has this door that opens, and then the playset there. Are you interested in the playset? Yeah, I'll do 8. How about that? Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, the Ronto. Yeah, so this is quite popular last week. Madison, I don't recall if you ended up winning this or someone else did. I know there's a couple people that were asking for it. Yeah, I think it's RNTO. RONTO, I think. One second, make the listing. It won't let me import it because it says no inventory. If you give me half a second, I'll make the listing. I think Madison picked up all my Jawas last week. Otherwise, I would throw a Jawa in with it. But if you win, Madison, you have plenty of Jawas to go with it. One second. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. All right. Go ahead and start this. I started the auction at 8. I think last week it went for over 12, but we'll start it lower. $8 on Ronto. Not sure what year, but I thought it was the late 90s or early 2000s. 5 seconds left. Yeah, it's the last one I got. Thanks, Madison. Yeah, I thought late 90s, mid to late 90s. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I definitely got a Jawa army. Yeah, I'll show you some of the figures in here. I just didn't get a chance to put it out. I did pick up a shelf today that I really wanted for this room. So, not that it matters to any of you, but if you're curious, I plan on putting a shelf here so I could put some of the carded stuff on it or even hang them up higher and then be able to put more figures out to spread them out. I just have limited space in this room. But I have a sand trooper. He's complete with his weapon and his backpack. He would start at 5. I have Princess Leia. She's just with her cape, but she would be 3. I have a Dagobah Luke with his backpack and his lightsaber. He would be 4. I have Darth Maul with his lightsaber. He would be 4. I have a Darth Vader with his lightsaber. This is like the 95 one, I think. He's like really bulked up. I have Chewbacca with his blaster. It doesn't. Yeah, this one's fine. This he'd be 4. Have Emperor Palpatine with his cane. He'd be 4. This is the dice game I was talking about earlier that Austin bought the 2 packs of accessories with. It came with the Han Solo, those bag of accessories that he bought earlier, but this Obi-Wan is from that same series. I think Obi-Wan's in the shop, and I think I had 8 on him. I'll look in a minute. I have, these guys. And the Imperial Gunners, they're complete with both their accessories. I think I had 5 on them. I think they're in the shop as well. I'll double check. Sand Trooper as well. Yeah, the only other one I have from that dice game is Obi-Wan. That's the last one I have of that. I did have a few others, but I think they've sold over the last month or so. I have Hammerhead. I always liked the Hammerhead figure as a kid, the original Kenner one. I have Padme Amidala. She has her blaster and the talking chip. She would be 4. I have Han Solo. This one's sweet looking. He has his blaster on his side of his holster, but I like the way he's positioned with his arm and stuff. He'd be 4. This is the accessory pack, Austin, that I was talking about. It's in the shop. I have 2 of these. They're from episode 1. Has this Gungan fish thing and a bunch of other accessories with it, but it's complete. This Chewbacca would be 4 as well. He has his blaster, but he doesn't have like the crosshair thing on it. I have Obi-Wan Kenobi with his lightsaber. I have a Massif with his he's chained to the beast thing from Attack of the Clones. He'd be 4. I have this cool ATST driver with his accessory and a stand. He'd be 4. Oh, I do have a clone. Clone would be 5. I apologize. I thought I sold all the clones. I have another one too. This one doesn't have a hand though. Either Luke or Vader saw him. Probably not Luke. Probably Vader. I have Weequay with his staff. I have another Darth Maul with a lightsaber. I have 2 of these guys, Emperor's Royal Guards, and I also have another Royal Guard there. I have some Stormtroopers. They have their blasters. They would be 4. I have Han Solo with his blaster and his carbonite thingy. That'd be 4. 2-1B with his accessory. He'd be 4. Bosk with his weapon. 4. Another Yak Face with his accessory. 4. Ponda Baba, Walrus Man with his accessories. 4. Boba Fett with his accessories. Lando Calrissian with his accessory. Another one of these Imperial Gunners. I had 3 of them. This guy, he almost looks like Snaggletooth, but I'm not sure of his name if it's not Snaggletooth, but he has his accessory. I know he's a Cantina patron. I have another Gamorrean Guard complete, so I have 2 of them. They'd both be 4 each. I have Luke here where he has his little cleaning tool and the talking chip thing, but he doesn't have his little toy that he's playing with, where he's talking about how he can shoot Womp Raps over Beggar's Canyon. This guy, but he's not articulated. It looks like he sat on something. Rey from the sequel trilogy complete. I have Ceremonial Luke from 98 complete with his medal and his gun. Just don't tell Chewie because he didn't get a medal. I have a vintage 1977 Darth Vader with this stand I got with him. He stands perfectly on the stand. No lightsaber, no cape, and his little chest plate's a little faded, but his joints are decent. He's nice looking. Other than that, I have Prince Shizor from Shadows of the Empire complete. I have a Kylo Ren loose. He'd be 3. I'll just put him out here. I have Emperor Palpatine from 1983 with a stand as well. Palpatine and Vader would both be 5 each. The vintage ones from 77 and 83. I have Rancor Keeper Malachi with his staff. He has his headdress thing and the freeze frame. He'd be 4. I have a Bespin Luke with a lightsaber and gun. He'd be 4. I have another Han Solo with his accessories. He'd be 4. I have a Luke and Leia set from 97 where Leia presents the medals. This was like a 2-pack when they had a bunch of different Princess Leias back in the, I think, late 90s, because this is from 97. That's 5. It's in the shop. I have Finn. He has a blaster, no helmet, but he would be 4. I have General Lando Calrissian with his freeze frame, his cape, and his gun. He'd be 5. I have 9 Numb with his blaster and his freeze frame. I have Rose with her gun. She'd be 4. I have Hoth Han, the first edition, I think, with both his accessories for 4. This is another one of those. This is another one of those episode 1 accessory packs for $5. I have a loose Plo Koon with his lightsaber for $4. Another Ponda Baba for $4. I don't know how exciting this is for everybody. Maybe it's exciting. I have Padme Amidala when she was chained to these things. She is yellowing a little bit, and she doesn't have any other accessories besides these 2 things. Cool figure though. I have another Rey. This one has a backpack and a lightsaber. Complete. I have another Mace Windu. Let's put him out here. He'd be $4. I have an Endor Han with his Endor coat and his blaster. He'd be $4. Admiral Akbar with his gun and freeze frame. Somebody bought one last time for $4. I have an Endor Rebel Trooper with his freeze frame, his backpack, and his gun. He'd be $4. I have General Veers with his gun. He'd be $4. I have an empty bag that doesn't have anything in it. Maybe it has some Force ashes or spirit inside, or maybe it has or nothing. That's no cost. I have a Yoda with a lightsaber, $4. I have a Obi-Wan. I start him at 4. I'm sorry, 3. Oh, I do have one other clone. 5s maybe? He'd be $5. I have this sweet looking Anakin. He'd start at 3. I have an Inquisitor. Has his accessory and he fits perfectly on this stand, so I'd include that stand. I have Lobot with his accessories complete for 4. I have another Obi-Wan. Lightsabers there as well for 4. And I have a vintage Nick2. He would start at 5. His joints are super tight. I don't even want to move him. They're so good. But he's like nice and bright and shiny. But those are the ones that are in the box. So if you're curious what's in the box, there you go. And since we're looking at stuff, just don't forget all that stuff I just showed you, because if you want to buy it all, that's great. But I wanted to kind of show you this real quick. Can you bundle vintage Palpatine, Gamorrean Guard, and vintage Darth Vader? I can. The Palpatine and the Gamorrean Guard and the Vader. The Vader and Palpatine are vintage, 77 and 83 respectively, but the Gamorrean Guard's newer. So I just want to make sure you knew that. It's not vintage. How many in the box? I don't know. I would say 40, 50. But they start at 4 each. So, I mean, unless you're trying to make an offer for all of them. I could count them if you're curious. Black Series, yes. I have DJ Canto Bite. He would start at 4, which is a steal for him. And then I have some loose ones here. They don't have accessories except for Finn. Finn has a blaster, but the other ones do not. Actually, I don't. Yeah, this Finn has articulation, so he should be Black Series, I think. But I have a couple of Andors, a Luke from Jeddah, from the Solo movie. Let's see. So I have 43 in the box. not, oh, sorry, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, so it's 49 in the box, right there. But these ones I was charging 5 a piece for, and the Sand Troopers I was charging more in the boba. But 49 for these. If you're interested in all of them, I would start that at 150. All the clones sold, except when I went through this box, I did find 4 other clones. I'll just show you real quick. So I found these other clones. This one's in really good shape. I think this is 5s, no helmet. This one is in really good shape, just needs a hand. So if you have an extra hand. And then this one is not too articulated. Echo, yeah, Echo, yeah. I would do that batch there for 18. I was gonna do 20, but the guy's missing a hand. Richard, you're asking how much is Reese? I was gonna start Reese at 4. Yeah, so if I did this bucket here, do his knees bend? Let me check. If you do the math, I was doing them at 4 each, that'd be 196. So if I start that at 150 plus shipping, that's still a great deal. Camera's moving. His knees do bend, Richard. All right, could you bundle the 2 stormtroopers in the pack together and the 3 Hoth rebels? Sure, I could do that. And then Austin, you said you were looking for the clone on the right and the clone with the missing hand. Okay. Vintage Vader and the vintage Palpatine. Sure. Yep. If you can just be patient for a second, let me just take those in the order I saw them. But yeah. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, how about all of you enter a giveaway? I have this thing. I had sent it out to somebody last week. I had forgot already who I sent it to, but it's from the Star Wars Trilogy Edition, Special Edition. You push down and it opens to show something inside. It's still in there, whatever it is, but I have not opened it. But I'll send this out to you for free. This will be the next giveaway. I'll run that while I'm doing that listing. That way, all of you can have something to look at and maybe be excited about. Just take a picture of it so I can help remember what giveaway it is. I guess I gotta push the button. Push the button. Save changes. Run giveaway. So this is right now. Star Wars Wars Special Edition, Trilogy Edition, kind of cardboard thing. But if you open it, it has something inside. Yours are free. So let me go ahead and create that listing real quick that Hunter was interested in. So Hunter, I have 2 stormtroopers. They have their blasters. The 3 Hoth soldiers. 2 of them have backpacks. 1 does not. So I was gonna do those for 5, and these for 4. So 5 and 4. Wait, 4, 8, 5, 13. So I'll do 13. Is that cool? Cool. All right, let me go ahead and create that real quick. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. If you just joined, there's a giveaway going on right now. If you click the link, you'll see it, and you should be able to click on it and enter. Just making a custom listing here of a bundle that Hunter asked for. Be just a second. And then right back to another request. I do have Obi-Wan in there. Obi-Wan starts at $6. Somebody was asking earlier. All right, so let's go ahead and run this. Hunter was asking for 3 Hoth troopers and 2 stormtroopers. Stormtroopers have blasters. 2 Hoth soldiers have backpacks. 1 does not. $13. This is right now. Sure, I'll scan just a second, Richard. Got a minute and 55 seconds left in the giveaway. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate it. Make the listing next for the clones. So this guy is Edith. Has his hilt but no saber. You asked about the Reese guy. This Luke. And then I have a size 10 with his lightsaber and his cloth thing, and Padme Amidala. These would all be 4. These 3, somebody asked for a bundle of these 2. I'll do that one in a second. Hey, Crab, thanks. Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. If you're just joining, we have a giveaway. It's going off in 50 seconds. I gave away one of these last week, but this is running right now. Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. I'm not sure what's in it. It's from like 95 or 97, but it's still in there, I think. But this will go out to you if you win. Give me a follow. 30 seconds left. So let's see. Skippy asked for a bundle and Austin. So let me do Austin's first because he asked, and then I'll do Skippy's. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So clone on the right and the clone missing the hand. So I think, Austin, you're asking for these 2. This guy says, hey, I need a hand. And this guy says, hey, I can help you. Cool. All right. And the winner is Austin, congrats. Go ahead and make this listing real quick. Oh, no, no. It says create or temporary. No, we need quality here. All right. These two clones are getting ready to run right now. $10 start. We have a blue one and a red one. The red is missing his hand. Austin, they're running now for you. Besides missing the hand, they're in nice shape. Maybe you got a spare laying around. If not, he can just pull his arm back and this guy can stand there. You'll never know. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate it. And then, Skippy, you were asking for these two. We have a vintage Emperor Palpatine. I have this stand. I bought it off the internet. I bought a whole bunch of them actually because I wanted to display my figures. I'm building out my cabinet now with my different collection. I had picked up some of these kind of I don't know, 5 foot tall kind of um, glass cabinets from IKEA originally, but I found them off of Facebook. I got 6 of them. One's going to be for my GI Joe collection, and the other 5 are going to be for my Star Wars collection. So I started filling out those things now with my various figures. I have a whole big collection of figures, 3 3/4 inch and 6 inch, some vehicles, and then same with GI Joe. But I thought the stands are going to fit both modern and vintage, but I forgot that the hole size is different on the vintage and modern. So, but these fit really good on the vintage. They're just blue, but I'll include them for you. But I'll go ahead and create this. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. One second, please. Almost there. All right, so we have a vintage Darth Vader from 1977 and a vintage Emperor Palpatine from 1983 with 2 blue stands running now. $10. Skippy is interested in these. Once again, no other accessories, just what's shown, but they're in really nice condition. 5 seconds left. Thank you, Skippy. First purchase. I appreciate it. If you're interested in Pokemon, I'm doing a huge Pokemon card show next Thursday. I had picked up a huge Pokemon collection, and I didn't even look inside of it. I just bought it and said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring it to Whatnot. I'm gonna open it live on Whatnot and see what's in it. Maybe there's some goodies, maybe not. But I'm gonna run 10 cards for $2. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'd be fun. Maybe nobody will be interested. I guess we'll see." And I think that was the last request. I know, Richard, I think I saw you pop back in, but yeah, I think you were interested in a couple of things. Just double check. So I did Vader, I did the clones, and I did the troopers. Can you do the carded prototype trooper? Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So this one is a cool carded guy. It's kind of neat the way they made them all different colors and with the retro blaster. At least they made it green, so it does looks totally different. But the card does have a crease here, so if that matters. But otherwise, it looks in nice shape. Madison, is that cool? Yeah, I'll scan the card. All right. Let me find the listing. No, no, not that. Sorry, 1 second, please. It's funny, you think you're 100% prepared, and then you realize that you forgot something. Nothing a Sharpie and a Post-it note can't fix. One second, just counting up the counter. I probably have like 75 carded figures here. That should be enough to keep us going for a bit. Starting price of $5. And all right, Madison, this is running now. It is a prototype Stormtrooper, bright and colorful. There is a crease in the top of the card. Other than that, it looks really nice. Hey, Toman, good to see you. 5 seconds left. Oh, Nick jumped in. Any pit or gonk droids? No pit and no gonk. I had some pit droids maybe 2 weeks ago. Thanks, Madison. But none tonight. The gonk droids is one of my favorite. I really like them, especially the original one. That is a good grab. Especially the original one where he made that little clinking noise. It's really cool. Richard had asked if I scanned the card real quick, so I'll do that real fast. So I have Bo-Katan and Grogu from the Disney Epic series. Got some Force Awakens figures. I have a Rebels figure. This Han Solo from the Force Awakens. Some of these Force Link figures. Some of the Star Wars Resistance. I know Richard picked up a couple of those, maybe a month ago, or a couple weeks ago. I have this retro Emperor Palpatine. I have an Inquisitor hiding there. I have this boxed figure of the Mandalorian, limited articulation, but he looks sweet. Richard, did you end up opening them, or do you keep them sealed? I know you. I saw the diorama thing that you had in your show a couple weeks back. That was sweet, sealed. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this one. I don't think I had that one before. It's Major Von Reg, the red one. He's really cool looking. I have some Attack of the Clone figures. I have a Grief Karga. He's a 6-inch. I have a Darth Vader retro style. His bubble's a little smushed. I think he's using the Force and getting upset and kind of broke through the bubble a bit, or tried to. And he's like, no. I have Grogu boxed. Some more of these Force Awakened ones. And then I have some carded ones here. I have a Han and his Carbonite. I have one loose too, so 5 carded, 4 loose. I have a Spirit Obi-Wan. I have a Han there. I have this one carded for 5, or a loose one for 4. I have a Lando Calrissian. I think this Lando is cool. Looks, I mean, resemblance is really good to Donald Glover. I have that Han Solo. I have a Darth Maul. I have Mon Mothma, Kit Fisto, a Yoda. I have this Yoda. Now I don't have the little thing that's with it, but I do have that Yoda loose. This Mustafar Sentry. So if you're building out a Mustafar, there you go. I have this holographic Yoda. I have a holographic Emperor Palpatine, Sith Lord. I have Plo Koon. I think Crab picked up this skateboard. I had 2 of them. I have Jedi Master Shai Tin. But those are the carded ones I have at the moment. Oh, and then I have these guys here. Retro Forlom and Zuckuss. Still sealed, but the box has like kind of a indent on it. But I always like the Bounty Hunters. And I have a Force Awakens guy here too. And then I have a 6-inch Kylo, Lando, and a Han Solo. I have 2 clone-ish guys left. Echo and this guy with limited articulation, they would be 5. And then I have a vintage Nick 2, he would be 5. These guys are 4. The set of Luke and Leia with the medal is 5. And I have this accessory pack, it's in the shop for 5. I have some Sand Troopers with their weapons, 5. A Boba Fett complete for 5. A couple of these Imperial Gunners complete for 5. And an Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Wars complete with the dice and the stand and that. And I have him for 6 in the shop. I would have those out. I just didn't get to it. But then I have this whole box of figures we went through. I think I took out 2, so there's 47 in here right now. Someone earlier had asked if I saw all of them. I have a bunch of loose ones here for 3 each. I have a cool TIE Fighter here from 1995. If someone were to buy that, I'll throw in this little, it's a kind of a plastic one, but it looks cool. Throw that one in. And then I have this playset here where Luke and Leia swing to safety in the Death Star. It has a door, has this gun up here. It has the rope thing that goes around their waist, or Luke's waist, or Leia's waist. But looks to be almost complete. I'd have to check. I'm not 100% certain. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. So I did 2 giveaways. I have a buyer's giveaway at the end. I had one of these last week. It's a 4U card. And if you kind of look at it, you can kind of see how the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter and the Death Star kind of stick out a little bit from the card, if you see that there. But it's from a company called Drawing Board Greeting Cards from 1977. And then I also have this one that has the 2 famous droids, C-3PO and R2-D2, Happy Birthday. Once again, kind of embossed there, or sticking out a bit. This is from that same company, 1977. So I assume, because of the picture, that maybe the movie came out in May and this came out later that year. But I don't know if I ever saw the droids standing or this stuff there, so I'm not 100% sure like when this one came out. But it could be someone's for free. I think it's kind of cool. Something you don't see every day. And then I also have this pack of, yeah, I can run the tie. I have this pack of Shadows of the Empire cards. I originally bought this at KB Toys. I would guess, I would say in the late 90s, because Shadows of the Empire came out, and I don't know if you ever read that book, but it is an awesome book. It's called Legends now, but it told the story in between Empire and Jedi, and it was really well done. But I put the cards back in here, like after I looked at them, like, I don't know, 20 something years ago, but never looked at them yet. So curious of looking at them. Happy to sell these if someone's interested. Um, and then one more thing I'll talk about real fast is this really cool episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. America Online, you might have heard of it. Try for free, 1,175 hours for 50 days. But AOL is actually going to extinct pretty soon. But I think I picked this up at a celebration. But kind of a cool little promo. I was just gonna run this for like $3. I think it's kind of cool. I have one in my collection, but I had an extra one. Oh, the cards. I was gonna start this at 3 as well. I don't know what they look like. I can pull them open and see. But that's a cool picture of Boba Fett. Hey, thanks for the follow. Nick had asked about the TIE Fighter, so let me show you real quick the TIE Fighter. It looks in really nice shape overall. Sticker, the canopy opens nicely. I don't have a TIE Fighter pilot to go in it, though. The wings are attached. It looks good. The only thing I did notice, and I just want to call this out so you see, is it looks like there's a little bit of stress right there and right here. So maybe whoever played with it a little bit too hard, slamming the wings back in it. But if that's okay with you, I'm happy to run this. I think it looked awesome on a shelf. I have Vader's TIE Fighter and I think a TIE Interceptor on my shelf. Probably should have kept this one too. But I already had it part of the auction, so. But the TIE Fighter is in the shop. Let's see what I had for the starting price. I had 18. I'll go ahead and start that now. And then I'll throw in this little plastic tie that can go with it. So we have a Papa and a baby tie. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. I'll get these out to you. So I also have this. So I also had some other stuff that was in this little container. So I thought I'd just bring it here and show everybody. It's not $5. I bought whatever was in it for $5 a long time ago, but I just stuffed this full of Star Wars goodness. And also, it looks like a Disney ticket that I had. So if anyone's curious, in 2001, I had a fast pass for Space Mountain at 3:10 p.m. So not for sale. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just showing you. And then looks like this is what the tickets were at. Oh, wow. So back in 2001, one park, 1 day ticket in June of 01 was $48. I don't know if anybody has gone to Disney lately, but it's a little bit more than $48 nowadays. So kind of cool. So other things I have in here are some of these little Pog things from Topps, like Mace Windu, Watto. Oh, this is cool. This is like Star Wars official slammer. Collect all of them. I have this Bounty Hunter one, a Magic Milk or a Milk Cap Maker. This holographic one, Luke and Han. Tusken Raider. Oh, this is cool. Animated Boba Fett and Dengar. Star Wars art by Cam Kennedy. Tops. Looks like from '95. Senator Palpatine, Episode 1. This is from, this is Defeat the Dark Side and Win. This is a fast food thing they had between the PepsiCo companies, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Taco Bell back in the '90s, I think, when Lucas started to tweak the trilogy, the original. And Darth Maul one, Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin. I think these are part of the Doritos thing back in the '90s. I didn't never really like Doritos, but I think my kids enjoyed them. But I ended up keeping the Star Wars pieces. A Lobot. Oh, he just opens and closes his eyes. That's a little lame. Bundle offer playset, Reese, Gamorrean Guard, Green Clone, no articulation, and one carded figure 20. What carded figure were you thinking, Richard? That one's cool too. Boba Fett. I have 2 clones left. Richard is interested in one. This is a non-articulated clone. And then I have Echo, this clone here. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that for you, Richard. Yeah, I know that you had said that you might have a what's his name, Kelnaka, the Wookiee Jedi figure. I don't know if you still do, but next time if you have them and I pop into your show, hook me up with a deal for that if you would. I have this vintage Emperor's Royal Guard head. Not sure if anyone's curious or cares, but a bunch of different little these Dorito things. So it's kind of cool to look at some of these. Haven't looked at them in a while. Oh wow! I have this from Celebration 3, April 24th, 2005. I had bought a program book, a lanyard, a keychain, 2 action figures. Subtotal was $46. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, those prices have definitely changed a bit. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had all sorts of cool Star Wars stuff from the late '70s and early '80s, and up until like Return of the Jedi. I never really had many of the last series of figures. I had an Obi-Wan with the coin, and he's like mint on card, and I had him on the card forever. But I never really got any of the other ones at that point. I had stopped collecting them. But at that time, I had like all the boxes folded like in pristine shape, the instructions, um, all the card, like the backs of the cards, I had taken the plastic bubbles off very carefully, but they were all like in really good shape. And then for whatever reason, my mom at the time was cleaning the room, and she said, "Hey, get rid of all extra junk." So all that stuff disappeared one day when I came back, and I was like, "Ugh." So as an adult, and I had the privilege or opportunity to collect stuff, I kind of held on to some Star Wars stuff. So I held on to a bunch of these things, which is Feel the Force, press square on forehead to magically reveal if you're an instant winner. This is some Taco Bell gimmick Feel the Force game for when the Star Wars original trilogy came back to the movie theater. So I don't know, kind of cool. Just reminiscing a bit and showing you all some cool stuff that I happen to have in this little container of these like little chip things from Doritos that moved around. Yeah, but Richard, as an adult, though, I'm sure you've gone back and collected quite a bit of your own now. I know I have as well. But just some fun stuff I wanted to share in case any of you are curious. Okay, so yeah, Richard, I'll make that bundle for you. So Reese, Gamorrean Guard, Green Clone, no articulation. So Reese, no articulation. So those, and then Liz, kind of animated. I don't know if you consider Bo-Katan or Grogu. They're kind of animated. I don't believe you got. I don't believe you got this one. I don't think I had that one out last time. I know I had Kaz and I had uh, Senara and I had Torah. Yeah, I guess Kaz is the son of the senator that was in the Ahsoka show that was giving Mon Mothma a hard time, and Harrison Dula. So it's kind of interesting. They're trying to tie the things together. Major Von Reg. Yeah, he's a sweet looking character. So you want the red guy? Okay. I was going to charge 5. So originally it would have been 8, and 4 is 12, and 5 would be 17, and 5 would be 22. But I told you I would do it for 20, so if that's what you'd like, I'm happy to do that. Yeah, cool for 20 then? Okay, let me make the listing real quick. All right, Richard, you got that set. This is running now. Oh, you said the Gamorrean too, didn't you? Thanks, Richard. I'll get that out to you. Yeah, the this Gamorrean, I have 2 of them actually. He has his freeze frame from Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I forgot the Gamorrean. I don't know if you still wanted him, but I do have another one. I'd be happy to do both Gamorreans for 8. This one's the same. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I think when I made the listing, I forgot the Gamorrean too until you had said something afterwards. But I do have two Gamorreans. They both have the freeze frame and the axes. I don't know if you'd be interested in both of them. Okay. Yeah, we had talked about that. I'll throw one in for you. So that'd be a 22 and 4 would be a $26 bundle for 20. But yeah, I'll include that for you. I'll send it out to you tomorrow or over the weekend. All right. Hunter, I don't know here, but we were talking about these a little bit ago. I just saw this pack of cards for 3. It is opened, but I'm kind of curious to see what's in it. I don't know if you're still interested. Hey, Richard, I appreciate that. Thanks for the tip. You didn't have to do that. Okay, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and show the cards real quick. Kind of curious, really, to see what's in them as well. So I'll run these for 3, but I think they look pretty cool. So I assume, oh wow, art by Tim and Greg Hindelbrand. I think that's Mara Jade. Dash Rendar. Princess Leia. The Mighty Jabba. Some cool artwork. Dash Rendar kind of peering around the corner. Oh, explosion with the Falcon escaping. Oh, there we go. The ship formerly known as Slave One, now just Boba Fett's starship. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool looking. And then what is this? Oh, just a promo. But I don't know. I thought the cards were kind of cool. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So I'll go ahead and make a quick listing for this. If someone wants them, great. If not, I'll have a listing for the future. I don't know if any of you saw on the internet. I'm sure some of you did. They had an image of Ryan Gosling, who's going to be in the new Star Wars movie that comes out, I think, 20 end of 26 or sometime in 27. But it shows him on kind of a raft, I think, with a little kid. And I've seen some YouTube videos about it. It's interesting. It's like a 1 second promo that they showed. I don't know where they showed it, but the two of them on a raft, and somebody on YouTube made like a 20 something minute video about what all that means and the speculation, the outfits. how it might connect to Star Wars in general. Will it feed off of what happens at the Rise of Skywalker, or will it go in a totally different direction? But it's just crazy, like how speculation and all this um, pizzazz came about just because they're trying to figure out what does all that mean. And if anything, it's cool to actually be able to talk about Star Wars and some new project coming out. I hope it's good, and I hope that they make it really, really, really interesting. But this pack of cards is running now, $3. I kind of showed them a minute ago, but they're pretty cool, from Shadows of the Empire. Art by Greg and Tim Hindlebrandt from the late 90s, tops. Hunter's interested. Thanks, Hunter. I appreciate it. So let me run. I'd like to move some of these, some of the used figures I have, especially the ones that don't have accessories. I'm working to have a whole new selection of figures here soon as well. In the process of working on a deal that I should be able to make happen soon, and also keep the Empire away. Quoting Lando Calrissian. So is anybody looking for Kylo Ren? I have 2 Kylo Rens here. I will start them both at together for $3. Anybody looking to pick up Kylo Ren for cheap? $3. 2 versions of Kylo. Madison says sure. Solo Offspring. Thanks, Madison. And I also have 2 pilots. Actually, let's make this really interesting. I don't know if anyone will care about it, but maybe somebody will. I have a carded and non-carded version of both of these. So if I were to do something like that, and if I were to do $8, would there be any interest for 2 Poe Damerons and 2 X-Wing pilot Asties for $8? Carded and loose? How about if I did $5? Let's try 5. I'm in the mood to see. One second. Yeah. All right, now we're ready. So I don't know if there's any interest, but I thought it might be kind of fun. Try something. All right, so we have 4 Rebel pilots, 2 carded, 2 loose, Poe Dameron, and 2 X-Wing pilot Asti. Right now, $5 for 4 Star Wars figures, 2 carded, 2 loose. You can make your own little army of rebels. 5 seconds left. Nick's interested. Gonna get a steal. Good grab, Nick. I'll get these out to you. Let's see any other ones that I can do. That wouldn't really make sense. Anybody looking for a Darth Maul tie? Do you have any events coming up, holiday parties in the near future that you want to wear a Darth Maul tie? This is still has a tag from 1999. I also have a Ahsoka brickhead. I have a Ahsoka keychain. I was going to do 5 for the tie. Okay. Yeah, I'd originally bought it and then never ended up going to the event that I had bought it for years ago. And then I decided that I might as well just hold on to it as a memento. And then I remembered I don't even know how to tie a tie. I always have my wife tie it. But it's in really nice shape. Cool logo, too. No clone sealed, unfortunately. But when Darth Maul series comes out, that'd be really exciting. I'm sorry, actually, we should run it like that with the lightsaber in the background. It's red. Makes more sense. Let's make the listing real quick. All right. We have a Darth Maul tie running now. $5, and this could be yours. You can make a scene at a future engagement, a party. Still has the Star Wars tag in the back. Has a little spot here that says Star Wars. Darth Maul, Lucasfilm. Thanks, Nick. So let me scan the room real quick. I saw some people pop in. So I got some Funko Pops. Got an Obi-Wan. I have a General Enoch. I have Reva, Third Sister, Golden Stormtrooper, the Red Target Con Boba Fett, and another Boba Fett. I have a cool Star Wars Rebel Squad trucker hat. I have some carded figures. Mon Mothma, Darth Maul, Lando, Spirit Obi-Wan. I have Kit Fisto, Yoda, Mustafar Sentry, a holographic Yoda. He's pretty sweet looking. A holographic Emperor Palpatine. I have a Plo Koon, Star Wars Boba Fett skateboard, Ahsoka keychain, Star Wars playing cards, Boba Fett keychain. I think I said Ahsoka brickhead. Got this America Online Darth Vader CD, kind of just a promo thing I picked up from a celebration event. Yeah, I have one other Star Wars hat tonight. I'll show you in a second. I have this 3PO pin. The other hat I have is this one. I have one of these for myself. I like hats a lot, and I think that looks cool. Kind of a 8-bit retro style Stormtrooper, Vader, Chewbacca, and R2 with the tag. It's from a company called Concept One. But I have that hat and the trucker hat. Those are the only ones I have tonight. I have an R2D2 one in a box. I'll have to pull it out. It's new with tag, but it kind of has like Japanese artwork with it, and I'm not sure what event that was from, but it looks pretty sweet. I'll try to have that next week. I have some of these Hallmark itty bitties. Hey, thanks for the follow. It's quite a fuss about those a couple weeks ago, but holidays are coming up. I have a Christmas Yoda, still new with tag. I have an R2D2 reindeer. I have some other plush over here. I have this Grogu shoulder sitter for a Halloween costume, or if you just want to walk around your house with Grogu, there you go. Got some carded figures. No clones, though. Variety of others. Guess I can scoot this over. Richard picked up one of these a minute ago. It doesn't quite work the way I wanted, but that's okay. I have this celebrate our 25th anniversary. Hey, G-Pop, 25th anniversary of this AAT in the bag, poly bag Lego set. A Moff Gideon fig pin, a retro Emperor Palpatine, Inquisitor hiding out there. Some other Star Wars figures here. Yeah, Richard picked up the playset. G-Pop. I have some these three 3D cards from Topps. A box of figures with accessories, $4 each. We went through them earlier, but happy to show again. I have these Star Wars Galaxy of Adventure figures. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. If someone really wanted them, I saw all 7 for $20. And I think I have an extra one of Rey. I'd throw her in as well. They're pretty cool, but I showed this last time. I just think it's funny. I mean, look at Darth Maul here. He looks pretty cool, but to me, his proportions look off. So, like, look at his like upper body, and then look at his legs, and then compare it to like Kylo. He just looks. I mean, Saber's cool, but the two figures just, I don't know, they look odd next to each other. But maybe Darth Maul is supposed to be shorter. I mean, I guess he was a little bit shorter in the episode 1, and then Obi-Wan made him really short twice. And he had like one of those little. But if anybody's looking for a set of those, I would sell the whole set of these guys here for $20. I have these two here. They're kind of like these box figures with limited articulation. They look cool. I have these Star Wars Black Series. Finn has his pistol, but the others don't have any accessories. I have some figures here. I have 3 of these troopers. I was selling these for $5 each. The Imperial Gunners from the late 90s. They have both blasters with them. I have this Obi-Wan. Oh no. Jedi down. Yoda down. I have this Obi-Wan Kenobi. Clone Wars has the dice, the card for the game, a stand. He's in the shop for $6. I have a 90s Boba Fett complete. I was going to sell him for $5 or starting at $5. I have 3 of these Sand Troopers with their weapons and backpack. They start at $5. And I have an Emperor Palpatine with his cane. I have some Yodas. These all start for $4 each over here, except for the clone and the vintage. I'll show you in a second. The vintage and the clone both would start at $5. I have DJ in a box. I have this set here, would start at $5. I have this episode 1 accessory pack. I have 2 of those. I actually have some horror lounge fly bags, a couple of them, and then I had a horror. I think I had a horror cup that had Chucky on it, and then I had a couple other horror things as well. Um, if you're interested, shoot me a message in via whatnot there, and I'll look and I can make a list and put it in my shop and let you know when it's out there of what I have. But I was thinking about doing like a Halloween show. I have enough stuff. I think I could do a Halloween show. I have a whole warehouse of a variety of different things. But yeah, mostly Star Wars tonight. I'm doing a Disney Pixar car show on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'll be doing an action figure show, Turtles, a whole bunch of different wrestlers. And then Thursday, I'm doing a Pokemon show. I had bought a whole Pokemon card collection. I did not open the bag and look at them. So I was gonna pull them out live on Whatnot and start them at $2 for every 10 cards for $2 and see where it goes. Could be a success, could be a failure. Maybe I'll break even, but it'll be a fun experiment. And I have some Pokemon figures and stuff I'll throw in during that event too. One more cool thing I wanted to show real quick was this box here was a Star Wars KFC kids meal from episode 1. Some cool artwork on it. Naboo Corsican. But no food. It was never used. I just had picked up an extra box. But 1999 Lucasfilm. But kind of cool. All right. Yeah, I'll check it out, and I'll put some horror items I have in my shop, and I'll send you a message when I have them out there. Maybe probably later this weekend. But yeah, check it out, and maybe you'll find something cool. All right. Well, I've kept your time for about 2 hours tonight. I really appreciate that. I'd like to do the buyer's giveaway. I have 2 of them. Like I said, these are vintage cards from 1977. Really cool artwork. If you look here, you can kind of see like an outline of the X-Wing, Death Star, and TIE Fighter. And then on the back, it says 1977 20th Century Fox and a company called Drawing Board. So this would be the first one. And then I have this second one here that says Happy Birthday with R2 and 3PO. But if anybody would like to jump in on anything else, great. Otherwise, I'm going to run the first one now. Hey, Big Boss Command. Clever name. I like it. I always like that guy as a wrestler. And I like the boss character. So this is the first one giveaway is this one here. It's for you. Could be for you. Like I said, it just looks cool. The outline sketch from 1977. So something you don't see every day, but maybe one of you will get it for free. If you bought something, click up here. If it doesn't let you for some reason, I know there was kind of a bug. A couple of people had said something last time. Just close out of Whatnot, pop back in, and you should be able to enter that way if you purchase something. In the meanwhile, 4 minutes left. I'll just kind of scan the room if anybody's looking for anything. Carded figures start at 5. Pretty good selection of variety of characters. I have these Star Wars Galaxy of Adventure characters. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I would sell all 7 for 20, and I think I have an extra Ray I would throw in too, so you get 8 figures for 20. I have these Black Series. They'll start at they're start at 4. I have some troopers here. They would start at 5. I have Boba Fett start at 5. Obi-Wan would start at 6. The Imperial Gunners would start at 5. A whole box full of figures with accessories would start at 4. Any Episode 3 Kenobis or Anakin? I don't know exactly. I assume. I mean, that looks like a little bit older Obi-Wan, so maybe Episode 3. I have this Obi-Wan. I have this Obi-Wan. And I have this Anakin. Maybe Episode 2, Episode 3. And I have little baby Annie. Those are what I have loose. I don't think I have any carded Obi or Anakin. The only Obi-Wan I have is a Spirit Obi-Wan carded right now. And then the Anakin and Obi-Wans I had that were Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones sold already. Kenner, I have one Kenner guy left, vintage Nick 2. Super tight joints. I don't even want to move him. Really nice coloring. He'd start at 5. I had a Palpatine and a Vader they sold earlier. These loose figures here would start at 3 each. I have a couple of 6-inch figures. I have a retro set of Forlom and Zuckuss. They're still sealed, but the box has some indents on it. I have some Funko Pop pins. I have a R2-D2 Cheez-It box. You'd like a bundle of Little Annie, the other Anakin, and Boba Fett. Can do that. So you're saying Boba Fett, Little Annie, and Bigger Annie. So that'd be 5 and 6, 11. That close, you, Nick? Once again, if you purchase something, jump in the giveaway. It should have less than a minute left. Once again, this is the giveaway. 20 seconds left. Sure. Thanks, Nick. I'll get that started here for you in just a second. This will go out to a winner in 14 seconds. So if you purchase, jump in there. This could be for you. For you. Who's going to win? We have the winner, Madison. Congrats. For you. All right, Nick. This is running now. We have Little Annie, Bigger Annie, and Boba. Boba has his gun, the tassel thing, or his cape, and his backpack. Sweet figure. I really like that Boba Fett when they came out with him. Thanks, Nick. I'll get these out with your other ones. And for the last item of the night will be this giveaway of Happy Birthday. Once again, to show the back. Looks really cool. Drawing Board Company, 1977, 20th century. Now owned by Disney. This giveaway is running. So if you purchase something tonight, make sure you jump in on it. Let's kind of scan the room while that's running. 4 minutes left. So I'm working on a deal right now and some really cool Star Wars items. So I'm hoping that'll go through this week and I can bring them next week. But some cool things in there. I'll definitely cycle out a lot of the stuff I have here. cycle some of that in, and kind of switch it up a bit, kind of keep it fresh. But there should be some pretty good stuff. Hey, welcome in. Carded figures start at 5 each. Lando's in the shop. I think he's 10 or 12. Itty bitties here are in the shop. Got some Star Wars hats. Got some plush. Variety of carded. Loose ones laying down here are 3 each. Got 3 minutes left on the giveaway. While that's running, let's see if this is of any fun. Anybody guess what that is? What does that represent? It represents Yoda. Once again, if you purchase something tonight, jump in the giveaway. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. This could go out to you. And if it happened to be your birthday, happy birthday. About that, that might be pretty easy. Finn. This is easy too. It's this guy. DJ. That one's a little bit tougher. That part's okay, that part's okay, that part's okay. That, I'm not quite sure if that makes sense, but it's Captain Phasma. Captain Phas, I guess? Ma? I'm not sure. This is probably the biggest request of the night. Any guesses on that one? Clone Trooper. Ha. Clone. I don't know about the check. Maybe. I don't know. Lando Calrissian. Lando. I don't know. That might be a stretch. These are from this game I picked up a while back called Star Wars Say What You See. And the winner is Nick. Congratulations. This will go out to you. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. All right. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate your time tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for checking out some Star Wars goodness and purchasing some Star Wars. I appreciate that. Be back Tuesday for a Disney Pixar car show. Wednesday for an action figure show, wrestling, Batman, Spider-Man, other Marvel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some Pokemon, Minecraft. And then Thursday, a Pokemon show. Gonna try to pull Pokemon cards, lots of 10 for $2 out of this mystery bag I bought. We'll see if it works out or not, but I want to try something fun and something new. And then back Friday for our Star Wars show. Like I said, I'm working on a deal to get some really cool Star Wars things, so hopefully I'll bring a lot of new ones next week and cycle some of this out. I'll bring some of this though as well. But have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you. See if anyone else has a Star Wars show going on. Hey, Austin. We'll select Austin.